thank you everybody for being here. It's nice that we're able to get out and do this and still interact as human beings, and I really appreciate that. It's awesome. My name is Phil Covarrubias, PHILFORADCO.com. If you want to donate and help sponsor a sign, 15, 20, 500, it all really helps a lot. I'm born and raised right here in Colorado, grew up in Arvada. A lot of family here in Commerce City. We're originally from Rocky Ford, where all the melons and all that comes from. And my family was farmers growing up. My dad started an excavation business in 1980, so I grew up working out in the fields and putting pipeline in the ground and in the construction industry. And I've had a chance to see over the last 40 years the red tape and all the stuff that happens when you're trying to complete a project and what that looks like. A big portion of what being a commissioner is the development of our county and of the cities and what we want to do. Now, I do believe in building, but I believe in building responsibly and making sure that the proper infrastructure is in place when we're adding new neighborhoods or buildings and that sort of a thing. One of the things I really wanted to touch on today was law enforcement. I'm a huge fan of law enforcement, and we really need to have their backs, guys.
Yeah, come on. Woo!
What we've seen across America with the governors and mayors not having our police forces backs, we have seen the destruction of our country being burnt to the ground, small businesses and the whole thing. We've got it right here in Denver. Sick and tired of that stuff.
Yes, sir.
We have got to support our law enforcement, and that's how come I like to support Tim McCormick, because we start making these changes with Steve and Tim and all of us that are trying to do this, Anthony and all of us. That'll help us to really back our men and women in blue that are out there busting their buns, even under the conditions that they're working in right now. We know there's a huge amount of corruption in Adams County and in Colorado at the state, federal, and county level. We understand that. And that's one of the things that I really want to fight against. Right now, it's all Democrats, from the county coroner all the way up. It's all Democrats. And I thought to myself, why do the Democrats care if the county coroner is a Democrat? And then I thought, well, that's where they get a third of their votes. So that coroner better be a Democrat, right? Shoot. So, there's a lot of issues, the education, the mask issues, all of the things, Tri-County Health, how we're going to build and expand from Brighton out to Deer Trail and Bennett and all of the areas. You know, I like to make sure that we talk about Bennett, Watkins, Deer Trail, and Strasburg and Byers, because those towns seem to feel like they get left out once in a while. So I go out there and I visit them and I hang out. I got family and friends out there anyway, so it's no big deal for me to go out and hang out. But it's nice if we all can remember what's going on out east also, instead of just where the highly populated areas are. I'll finish with this. I spent some time down at the State House, and my big thing is career and technical education, because I believe that if young people have an opportunity to learn skills and trades and aren't afraid to put on some boots and go out there and work, you make good money while you're learning. And then once you get through your 4-year apprenticeship, they're not easy. It's harder than a college degree. I would challenge everybody, because you have to go work all day and then you have to go home and hit the books all night. There's no going to this party or that party. You only get 3 strikes in an apprenticeship. If your paperwork's no good, strike 1. Make a mistake, strike 2. So in 4 years. So they're very disciplined. And what we do as skilled tradesmen and women out there, we keep the energy flowing. That leads us to gas and oil. We've got to make sure we prop up our gas and oil, because that goes back to the pipe fitters and the iron workers and the XL Energy and the United Power people, that we love having all that air conditioning in the summertime and all that nice heat in the wintertime. So I support our energy in gas and oil for sure, and the trades and everything, and our men and women in blue. So again, my name's Phil Covarrubias, PHILFORADCO.com. I'm running for Adams County Commissioner. There you go, Carl. How'd I do on that? And I appreciate your support and any help we can get. Thank you.
All right.